Hey guys, we got some news here regarding the Flash solo movie starring Ezra Miller. He had an update for us. We have a tweet here from Flash Solo Update, and he just has this video where he just goes into it, and Ezra Miller just kind of goes into it talking about the updates on the Flash film and where it's going to be. And it's about a month old, this video, but it's just coming up to surface now. So let's jump into it and do a reaction to this and see what we can find. So I've already listened to this, so he does give a bit of an update there. Let's get into it here.
It's getting really good. It's getting really good now. You know, anyone who knows anything about Barry Allen knows that he's always late.
Yeah.
But then when he arrives, he gets stuff done.
Yeah.
And that's definitely how this film's production schedule is proceeding. We're a little late. But we're really, you know, the reason why we're late, and this is the honest to God truth, is the reason why we're late is because we're all, and I include myself in this, we are very meticulously focused on making a movie that's not just like one of the greatest superhero movies that we can possibly make. This movie's also going to be a gift to the fans, you know. This movie is going to be a real, pure offering to the fans of this material. And we've hit a couple points in the script's development where we've looked at it and gone, this isn't it. This isn't it yet. It has to be. And, you know, we're talking about sparking a whole new universe.
So I think this is definitely interesting, especially when he goes into the sparking a whole new universe. After this point in the video, at first he just kind of talks about, you know, that it's late, the script and stuff, everything's kind of, they're not on time or anything like that. And I think it's cool when he's being candid with that, not kind of giving us, we'll have to just wait and see, I'm just waiting for the call type thing. And, you know, it's interesting. I like when the actor is able to kind of give us, instead of just, we'll see, and just getting, yeah, I'm just waiting for the call, they're just not done yet, I'm just waiting for the call. It seems like he's more involved with it. I think that's kind of interesting to see that. He's kind of being very candid with us and not kind of just kind of passing it away or kind of hiding it behind it or anything. I think it's really interesting that he's doing that and saying that, you know, they really want to make sure it's good. And I think that's going to be interesting to see as to where things go with this movie. And I think time will tell, especially how since Aquaman did very well, and then we'll see how Shazam does, and then we'll also see how Wonder Woman 2 does. So that'll be interesting to see as to where things go with this movie, and to see as to where things go. And it does sound like, once we get into the second half of this video, that it does sound like they're going to try and use it as a somewhat of a reboot. We'll see how much of a reboot they want to decide to do that. And I think that's one of the things with this movie is that, yes, they want to make a good movie, but he also mentions they want to make a good universe. And he also goes into the whole universes and stuff. But do they really want to do Flashpoint? I don't know if they do Flashpoint. I feel like they might do something more along, instead of doing straight up comic book Flashpoint, I think they do a little bit more along of Flashpoint as they did on the TV show starring Grant Gustin, where they had Flashpoint for one episode and things change, and then he reverts things, comes back, and when he put things back together, things were kind of a little bit changed, but not super changed. So I think that could be an interesting idea to see as to where things could go with that. And let's get into see him talk about that too.
Which is, it's not just the DC multiverse, it's the Speedster multiverse. And the Speedsters are the ones who connect all of the disparate pieces of it. Because Marvel is a universe, right? It's just one world and all the same characters in it. DC is a multiverse. All these different stories with different realities, different characters, different versions of characters. And the Speedsters are the ones who move through it all. They're like the connecting bridge between all these different collaged parts. And so I'm really delighted at how focused everyone is on getting it just right. And I'm really devoted to that as well. And I honestly, we won't make the film unless it's going to be this consummate, beautiful offering to the fans and to everybody. I mean, we're just going to make a fantastic movie, but we're really focused on making it this super gift to DC fans.
Thank you. The fans are really excited about the film.
Not as excited as me.
So I love how he ends it with that, not as excited as me, and I think that's really going to be interesting to see as to where things go with that, because the problem with the Flash movie is that it's inevitably going to get, there's no way around it, it's going to get compared to the Flash on the TV show. So they really need to do something that's really big that the TV show could never do. They also need to do it and have it totally in a different way, in a different version. So it seems very different and stuff. So I think that's going to be interesting to see as to where things go with that. And again, like he said here, talking about the multiverse and stuff, it's going to be interesting to see as to how much do they go into doing a whole new Flashpoint timeline, Flashpoint this, Flashpoint that, how much do they go into changing things up, and how much is this going to, is this going to be affect the other shows, like other movies like Aquaman, Shazam, Wonder Woman. Ben Affleck has confirmed that he's out of Batman, so where things are going to go with all that, I think that's all going to be quite interesting to see as to where things go. So let me know what you think, guys, about his words here in the comments below. How do you think things are going to go? Do you think they're going to reboot things? I think it sounds like they're going to do it. Who knows? I don't know how big of a reboot they're going to do. They're just going to, I think, use it as an opportunity to kind of smooth some little surfaces out, but I don't think they're going to use it too much. It's going to be interesting to see is how they do it, if they use this to kind of recast Ben Affleck but yet keep everyone else as their characters, Gal Gadot, Ezra Miller and Jason Momoa, and Zachary Levi, keeping all those guys but yet rebooting Batman. I guess that could work, but we'll have to wait and see as to where things go with this. And also I guess we'll have to wait and see is if they need other actors to do this, if they're doing some sort of a Flashpoint storyline and they need to have the other actors on, they're going to wait for them to be done, their individual movies, to see as to where things go with this. So let me know what you think, guys, about this in the comments below, and I'll have a link in the description if you want to check it out again, the tweet here. It's just Flash solo updates. You can check that out on Twitter, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
I'm Captain America, here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have.
Subscribing.
Sometimes subscribing is the key to victory. Sometimes it leads to very little, and it seems like it's not worth it. And you wonder why you waited so long for something so disappointing. How many more of these?
You're still here.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, guys. Peace.
It's over.